Here's how £500 by Lil Tecca was made on FL Studio. First, there was a really simple 4-note bell melody that was laid down. For these presets, I'm using HitLab, which contains a ton of presets inspired by hit tracks. Then a chord progression is played with a pad. We're in the key of D minor, so we're going to use a D minor chord to start with. Then a G minor chord is played, but you'll notice that the D is pitched down an octave. And then a D sharp, technically E flat, is played in the middle of the chord. Again, I took the £500 pad from HitLab. Now here's my favourite part of the track. This is the lead pattern. We took the £500 lead and turned on the portamento mode and turned up the glide time so that it slides between notes when they overlap. And finally, we copy the root notes with a bass line. Now we can add our drums. This was the kick pattern used. A clap was played on the 3rd and 7th beat. A simple 2-step hi-hat pattern was added, with this roll at the end. Something cool about this roll at the end of the pattern is that it's not on the grid if you've got this set to a quarter beat. Actually, the producer changed this to a 6th beat to give it that triplet rhythm. And finally, this accent snare pattern was added. And here's how this will sound all together. If you want access to a ton of sounds inspired by hit songs, then make sure to check out HitLab using the link in my bio.